G.
ERF. I need more snare in my headphones.
Radio.
He needs more snare.
What's crack-a-lackin', humans?
Potential listeners around the world.
Hey, man, it's really nice to be back.
Yeah, you've been gone.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
I got to tell you, California was not... Yeah, I was. Yeah. Last week, remember I called you guys?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't here.
I thought that was the weatherman.
I am the weatherman of sorts.
I am the wind.
Of celestial, cosmic weather.
We're glad you're back, bro.
Yeah, California
was
wasn't
Cali.
as sunny as people think.
You went in the off season.
They had an episode about that on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia when they went to Cali and shit.
Yeah.
Remember? Charlie was like, it's not as sunny as you think.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking when Reeve called.
Yeah, it's really not. It was cloudy most of the time.
Caught a bad weekend.
Nah, dude, it's just L.A. It's a combination of smog and broken dreams that just kind of clouds the air.
Made it stink.
Yeah.
Broken dream.
Just stunk of desperation.
But how were you guys last week?
Good.
How are you doing? What's up? What's crack-lacking?
Man, we're good.
We're good.
It's
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Everything was vanilla last week, bro.
Oh, so we got to spruce it up?
No, I mean, yeah. I thought we did a great job while you guys were away.
Yeah. It was a good
Yeah.
episode.
You know, Dilly's gone again this week.
Yeah, Dilly out
We
here,
are missing Diligent.
being a youngin'.
We can emulate his laugh once in a while, or maybe we need to get a sound check.
He laughs just like my uncle, dude. That's the same shit.
Salute to Diligent.
Or there's the shorter. It's either that long one or the shorter.
Yeah, the little one. Yeah.
The little burst.
Yeah, that's just like a pity laugh. Like, okay.
Yeah. That's when it's like, that wasn't that funny.
Yeah, but we'll definitely call him today, see what
Yeah.
he's getting into.
Last week when we called him, his number popped up and shit. We thought it was going to be we're like, oh, no, got to cut that shit off.
Yeah.
So the CIA might find
Yeah,
him.
right, because he ain't going to appreciate
How
that.
the damn
We gave him the
computer reached
area
back.
code and threw him off a little bit.
Dude, Dilly could be a secret agent. I'm not going to lie to you.
Agent sniffing it?
Yeah, he just kind of popped up, and he's got all these weird stories, and he was in the military, and then he's always calling other people CIA agents.
Huh.
I got
Yeah,
to
he
the point
points
where
a
I'm
finger.
like,
He
throws
points
off
a
the
finger
set
a
and
lot,
shit,
don't
yeah.
he?
I'm like, you know what, bro? Maybe
shit.
you are an agent.
Yeah, I think something's going on.
Everyone's
with
a
Diligent.
clone or an agent in his mind and shit. So.
We need to have an interrogation the next time he's in the studio with us.
Yeah.
We need to get
We
the
get the camera.
interrogation
What's your
light
agent
on.
number?
Have the camera rolling that time and just have the light spotted on his ass for
Yeah,
a good
like,
half-hour
yo,
segment.
kid, this is where it goes down.
I got some real human questions to ask you real quick.
Some Earth shit. Yeah.
But he's doing well. So, all right, so I'm just gonna get right into kind of what I've been thinking about lately, because I have a feeling that we need to discuss it. It hit me that we're doing this Planet Earth radio thing, and we're representing the collective viewpoints of the planet, in an alternative way and all that bullshit. But what are we actually doing? What are we actually doing to try to live out our dreams or to try to accomplish what we want in this life? And, since I have a trippy way of thinking, I like thinking of this multiverse. I like thinking of a reality where there's infinite versions of yourself that do every possible decision you could make differently. There's a different reality where they made that other decision. And so I ask you, relate Mace and Tyson and Nick Rock and even my boy Hassan, who's over here but doesn't have a mic.
Has.
What up? Can you hear, by the way?
What-
Can you hear
Pass the
everything?
mic.
What
Yeah,
does
we
your
can switch that
ideal
over.
what does your ideal dimension sound like or look like? In what dimension do you have everything that you want? What does that even can you visualize that? Because if we can't visualize the perfect dimension where we want to exist, then how do we have any shot of getting there or even getting anywhere close? You know what I'm saying?
That's a difficult one.
Right.
That's like asking what's your
For-
favorite movie.
Yeah. First of all, I'd say main thing I'd want is past a level of just acceptance to where it's just the normal. Not just, of race, sexuality, everything where people just don't give a fuck, mind your business. Everything's fine. Whatever you want to be, and everyone's just chill about that.
So peaceful anarchy.
Yeah.
And then what about in your own life?
Personally,
What do you do?
what do I, job-wise or just...
Yes.
Oh, I live in a mountain, philosophizing, singing the songs I want to sing.
Yodeling.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you married or in love?
In love, married. I don't believe in marriage in a point of just like Why do you need to have it on paper for? Me and my girlfriend have discussed this, even like where it's like we want to be married, but we don't want to make it a huge ordeal or any kind of anything. Where it's just officially we're together, joined as one, but like I don't want to have
The
preachers
guys
involved and anyone involved. Like it just I don't. Yeah,
That's
I don't.
very
Yeah,
cool.
I don't need a piece of paper with our signatures on it signifying like just why not just be.
I like that.
Huh.
All right, so Tyson is a simp in his perfect dimension. What about you, Relate?
Man, I'm a ruler. I'm gonna rule over.
Vladimir.
I don't.
Yeah, we're gonna have amazing technology, advanced.
Okay,
Really
hold on.
advanced.
I'm gonna roll the dice. What I said was dimension 5. Real is in dimension 4.
Dimension 4. That makes a lot of sense too, because the 4th dimension is what we're about to reach next. So I'll take 4.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, really, in reality though, like you'd want to be living. I mean, it's kind of hard to imagine a better place than Earth. Like there's
Maybe
a lot
it is
of fucking.
Earth, but maybe it is
Yeah.
Earth. It doesn't have to be a different planet.
But interdimensional, you know what I mean? Like Earth is gonna be something else. It's not gonna be.
But what if because it's infinite reality? So what if the only difference is the decisions that you made in a lifetime? You
I
see
think
what I'm
like
saying?
having like animal fights, but not in the way that you think right away, like to the death. But like they're the boxers of the world, right? So
Cool.
yeah,
As
so-
opposed to having
yeah.
people fucking fight.
exactly.
Gorillas?
bro. Gorillas versus
Ooh.
tigers.
Some rhino fights.
Like all the crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like you'll have to have divisions, obviously. So rhinos versus elephants or baby
I was
elephants.
just gonna say rhino and
You know
elephant.
what I
That's
mean?
that'd
So,
be a matchup.
This my alternate reality would be so fucking far fetched. It would be ridiculous, but there would still be this kind of like harmony with
Yeah.
all the like humans.
Do you rule this? Do you this?
Yeah, I'm
You
like the
rule.
master. I'm the master. I'm not
interdimensional-
president.
So do you have
Animal
opposition
fights.
though?
Opposition?
Yeah.
No.
If you're the ruler, do you have? Is
No,
it
everybody
other
just,
lands rule
like,
trying to fight for
appreciates what
the
I'm
top
doing.
dog
I'm
spot
like-
or?
No,
He's the
I'm
ruler
like
of this-
Akon.
Of
Yeah.
this,
I'm
of
giving
this
everybody
sport.
everything.
Oh, so they love you.
Yeah, so
Okay,
they
it's
and then they
all
and then
appreciated.
even the animals are like, look, you're not making us fight to the death. We're down to do this shit. Like, let's fucking get it on.
Is there rules in the fights then? Yeah, if they're not
Kind of.
fighting to
Yes.
the death.
Kinda, but
Just
no.
there's a draw. You gotta
If
like.
that makes any sense. Like,
Okay.
yes, but no.
It's like
it's
MMA.
control. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. MMA for animals.
Yep.
Yes.
I dig it.
Interdimension or interspecies animal fights.
Exactly.
I can actually get on board with
but
that in some other
sanctioned.
dimension.
And then
sanctioned.
Because
Of
then
course.
people aren't. Yeah, you're betting on that, and it's hey,
Yeah. So that's
alligator versus crocodile.
Happens in the wild all
Or
the
is that
time.
too
Might as well
tame?
turn a profit on it.
It's like that one show that used to. What was that one show on? I think it was Nature Channel or whatever the fuck, where it had like seeing what would like a jaguar or like a python, what would win against different animals.
who's going to
in
win
different
this week.
situations, how they'd win like either on land or in the water, so some shit like that
Yeah.
in a gladiatorial.
An
Arena?
anteater encounters a crocodile.
Okay, anteater though. What's it?
That's
It's got some
impressive,
claws,
Relate.
though.
I'm actually thoroughly impressed with
I like
your imagination on this.
Yeah,
So are
hey,
you the
bro.
universal ruler or just the
Yeah,
ruler of
nah.
this kind of circus thing?
Nah, everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
that's a
there's-
lot of power.
That is. That's what I'm saying.
No one man.
I'm fucking taking shit over.
Wow.
Who wants to mention two?
Mace.
Mace.
I'll take it. So in my dimension, we live amongst like all different types of beings. So there's people from all different universes and galaxies and stuff like that, and we just all live as one.
Like Guardians of the Galaxy type
Yeah,
shit.
flying cars, all types of shit, new guns and shit. It's
Star
just
Wars.
today, but with a whole bunch of extra shit. Different types of technology, different types of
Yeah.
people, and there's race wars against everybody else. It's this shit is I don't know. This shit is dope.
Right?
Hell yeah.
You want a little bit of chaos in there?
Yeah.
This is like a Star Wars, but in my mind type
Okay.
shit.
You need a little bit of chaos to thrive.
Absolutely.
I
That's
like
how a
that.
civilization. You don't become normal unless there's like a bad to your good. You know.
This is an interesting turn of events. I would have never expected Tyson's theoretical dimension to be by far the most peaceful.
I
So
mean,
that's just interesting.
the good always
Hey, man.
the good always weighs out the bad in mind, but it's just
like
it's
that.
there's more
Just-
access to.
Hey man, don't read a
Fuckery.
book by its cover, man. I'm ego, the living art piece.
I like it. All right, Nick, what about you, man?
Hold on, let's see if we keep the if
You
it
gotta
rolls
give
to
Nick
a.
the mic.
I want to see. No,
Same dimension? No. Okay.
Oh, in the same dimension? Okay. What would you?
You got to roll after they explain it, and then we know. See, that's a 2. Okay, here you go, Nick.
Some bitch. 1. Never mind. Dimension 1. There we go.
Man, we got a bunch of 2s before that.
I know. But this is his dimension. We're 5, 4, 2, 1. You guys got 6 and
in a perfect
3?
world,
Hopefully.
my dimension would have to be a lot of ending of suffering that's going on out there. A lot more music and arts and creation going on. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot. And I don't know, man.
It's so cliche, Nick. Come on.
Well, I mean, it's hard to like picture a dimension that's better than what we got here. Like, it's so diverse.
Even, yeah, I mean, it's hard to exchange what we have for sure.
It really
like
is.
with any other thought of something else, because it's like, shit, we got this life where we're able to even think about having another fucking life. Like it's ridiculous. Like what we have right now that we really don't understand. I mean, I think we understand it and we don't take it for granted. But when it comes down to it, like we're living a perfect fucking life, but money talks in this world right now. If we were on this planet fucking 1,000 years ago, and we were all sitting around a campfire thinking about
selling teeth.
Yeah, selling
Okay,
teeth, and
yeah.
who's gonna hunt the next fucking animal or whatever. You know what I mean? Sending a couple of us out, and we might not come back. You know?
Yeah.
See-
No, real shit. Yeah.
I think that would be my perfect dimension there. There'd be no money, there'd be no system in that way. Everybody would have a job to take care of each
Right.
other throughout the whole thing, and at night we'd all party together.
What if you?
I feel like that
does
is
everyone get
like
to choose their job?
ideal for where we should be at as a human race.
I think
You'd
you
have to
would
be able
you'd
to
want to
choose your
choose your
job.
job.
Yeah.
have to, 'cause-
Like if you're good at it right away and shit. So okay.
Like on those like the shows and shit where it kind of takes your personality and everything into consideration, then it auto assigns you a job that you would be good for.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool theory to think about, like on Black Mirror or whatever. I think
Did you
I've seen
ever-
them do that.
Did you ever read the book The Giver?
No,
The
I listen to audiobooks. I don't read.
yeah. Huh? You hate that shit?
I hate that shit.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm saying, though. That, like, in
Yeah.
that society, they're at, like, they reached 13 and they were told, this is what you're going to do, no matter fucking what. And it's like, Jesus. The kid, and I don't want to, spoiler alert for the fucking Giver, is fucking, I don't know how old,
Nobody's
but, like,
gonna watch it.
yeah, exactly. Although, the movie was dog shit. The movie was fucking god awful. I read the book when I was a kid, and my mom made me read it. She was a teacher, so she was like, "Read this and blah blah. Blah, see what you think." I was like, "Yeah, it was a book. I liked it. It was a good story." But then the movie just made that shit fucking horrible.
Yeah, it's whack. But
I hate
but
to bring
even
it
in
up,
real
but-
life, like, let's say they went off your skills, you know, they might look at someone like me and be like, all right, you're doing sales. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, I'm good at that, but that's not at all what your passion is. And if you have a bunch of people that are not passionate about what they're doing, and then they don't have extra currency to do what they really want in life that makes them, that individualizes them, then you have kind of like a communist.
It's yeah, or
tyranny.
socialistic. Yeah,
But I think
I don't want that.
Yeah, I'm just saying those are things to think about.
Let's get Haas on here too. Haas, what's
That was
your
nice.
did you like that?
you
That's
could
what
grow.
you're-
What do you think? Hold on, let's hold on. Let me see who gets dimension 3 or 6. There we
It's
go.
3.
Dimension 3. See what you got right here.
Just gotta scooch up that chair.
Destiny just pulls the mics off and just like talks.
Yeah, MC style.
I guess if we're talking about an alternate dimension with like different decisions, the one that I would take away and see what played out is if colonization wasn't really a thing or an option, if that just wasn't a capability for anybody, and humans popped up in every single place and they developed, but
That would be a crazy time to
yeah,
live in.
it's not necessarily segregated, but everyone's developing and able to grow in some sort of unison, and the common goal is to grow, but motherfuckers don't have the ploy of taking over.
We would have probably, that's really deep, but we probably would have destroyed ourselves by now. Because the
do you mean?
Asians would have been they would have had too much time to figure stuff out.
What do you mean though? That's, I mean, there was a lot of
We
different.
got to this point.
Yeah, there were a lot of different civilizations that were happening at the same time.
Yeah, but I think a big part of how we got to this point is through our colonization, is through everybody, even when in times of war, it's like the intermingling of different races and shit just forced us to gain understanding of different perspectives. Whereas if like all the black people were just in Africa and all the Asians were just in Asia and all the white people were just in Europe, and all the native indigenous were in the Americas, each one would probably have developed nuclear capabilities, but then we'd have no type of compassion for one another, so we might just nuke each other.
And I mean, that all depends on if the borders were open and like people were receptive to travel.
So
it's if you, I mean, is in what you're saying is like you can choose where you want to go. There's no fucking pressure of colonization. You can just kind of roam, or are you saying just kind of?
There's not a person, there's not a different type of people that are trying to take you over in any way.
Yeah.
It's just open and free development for each place. It's kind of up to them. The option, that's too many options to choose, I kind of guess. Like, I just want to see how colonization really fucked things up.
Yeah.
More than anything else.
Of someone trying to take over as opposed to just let it be. And
talking about like money and shit and power, that kind of structure I don't think exists and is the forefront of that society without colonization. But
So we got
right now.
one more opinion. We got yours.
we got
left.
the sixth chamber. I don't even need to roll it.
Yeah,
Sixth chamber.
let's wait for Reeves until we come back after this break. I got to hear what he got to say. You know what I mean?
Okay,
So
it's
like
gonna
that.
because
let's go to this break real